Imagine this, you sitting in your room right now, owning a piece of the biggest companies in the world, Apple, Netflix, Starbucks, Amazon, and you didn't need a Wall Street suit or a $1 million bank account. You only needed $1. Yep, the same money you spend on a candy bar or that falls between your couch cushions can turn you into an investor. But here's the thing, most people have no idea how this works. They think investing is complicated, risky, and only for rich adults. And that's exactly why most people never start and why they miss out on the easiest way to build wealth over time. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can buy your first stock for just $1 step by step without confusing jargon and without making you sit through a boring finance lecture. And I'll throw in some tips most beginners miss that could save you a lot of money and stress. Now, I know what you're thinking, and what's the point of investing $1? It's just $1. But here's the truth. That dollar is the start of something way bigger, because when you learn how to invest early, even with tiny amounts, you're building a skill that can grow with you for the rest of your life. And thanks to something called compound interest, in which I'll explain later, even small investments can snowball into big numbers over time. So whether you're 15, 18, or just starting out in your 20s, this is your beginner's guide to going from zero experience to buying your very first stock. And I promise it's going to be way easier than you think. Before we start tapping buttons on an app, we need to understand what we're actually buying. Think of a company as a giant pizza. Each slice is called a share. When you buy a share, you own that slice. If the pizza gets more valuable, maybe it wins best pizza in town, your slice becomes worth more too. If the pizza burns in the oven, well, your slice loses value. But here's where it gets interesting. You don't have to buy the whole slice anymore. Just like asking for half a slice at a pizza shop, you can now buy fractional shares. That's where our $1 comes in, because instead of paying $200 for one share of Apple, you can buy $1 worth. That might be 0.005 shares. Not much, but enough to make you an official investor. Fractional shares are like buying just one Skittle instead of the whole bag. You still get the flavor, or in this case, the benefits of owning stock, but you're only paying for a small piece. And the benefits? First, your fraction grows in value if the company grows. If Apple's stock price goes up 10%, so does your $1 investment. Second, if the company pays dividends, which is basically a thank you payment to shareholders, you get your share of that too. Even if it's a few cents, it's still free money. This is why fractional investing has been such a game changer for beginners. You can start building a portfolio without needing hundreds or thousands of dollars. Now comes the fun part, choosing your first stock. And no, I'm not going to tell you to buy some random next big thing stock you've never heard of. Here's my advice. Start with companies you actually use and believe in. If you're on your iPhone all day, maybe Apple. If you binge Netflix every weekend, Netflix could make sense. If you're in Starbucks so often they know your name, that's an option too. The key is to pick something you understand. If you know how the company makes money and believe they'll still be around in 5 to 10 years, you're already ahead of most beginner investors. Here's a quick tip. Make a list of your 5 favorite brands. Then look up their stock prices and see if your investing app allows fractional shares. Chances are you'll find at least one you can buy for $1 to actually buy your stock. You need a brokerage account. Think of it as the store where you buy your pizza slice, except instead of pizza, it's shares. If you're under 18, you'll need a custodial account, which means a parent or guardian helps you set it up. Fidelity, Greenlight, and some local credit unions offer this. If you're 18 or older, you can open accounts directly on apps like Robinhood, Webull, or Charles Schwab. One thing to watch out for, fees. Avoid apps that charge commissions for trades, because paying $5 to invest $1 is like paying $20 for a single French fry. Most beginner-friendly apps these days are commission-free, so stick with those. Here's the exact process for buying your first stock. Open your investing app and search for the company's ticker symbol. For Apple, it's AAPL, tap buy. Select buy in dollars instead of buy in shares. Type in $1. Hit confirm. Congratulations, you're now a shareholder. You might only own a crumb of the pizza, but you're officially in the game. Over time, you can add more crumbs and eventually have a full slice or even the whole pizza. Now, here's the golden rule. Don't panic. Stock prices go up and down all the time. That's normal. Your goal is to invest for the long term, not to make a quick buck overnight. Add money when you can, diversify into a few different companies, and keep learning. That's how small investments grow into something life-changing. So what's stopping you? You could own part of your favorite company by tonight. All it takes is $1. If this video helped, hit like, subscribe for more teen-friendly finance tips, and comment below what your first stock will be. Who knows, in 10 years, we might all look back and laugh about the time we started with just $1.